Hi, and welcome to Channeling Divinity. My name is Erin, and I'm a transcommunicator of divinity. So, what this means for me is that I can bridge connections, cross networks, and basically deliver higher energies into the physical realm through me. Today, I have the wonderful Jerrel coming on to help interview my channels, and we'll see what's going to come through. I'm so looking forward to it, and I'm sure you are as well, Jerrel. Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and connect into my channels now, and they will let Jerrel know when I'm through, and then she can start asking questions. Brilliant. Okay. We do find it really, really interesting how Erin's body reactions take a little bit of time to settle down. So whilst they are settling down and getting in tune to this delivery, we would just like to take a minute just to let her breathe and bring through our connections. And there you go. It didn't take too long. Okay, hello, and welcome to this interaction. Welcome to this connection. We are so gratefully um, expanded to be able to, and grateful to be able to be here to deliver a surprise. So yes, please go ahead and start your questions or your themes.
Hi. Um, so the first question or theme of topic, I guess, is intuition. Um, I'm a very intuitive person, but I feel like I've lost that connection ever so slightly. So I just wanted to figure out how I can, one, if the intuition has disconnected, and two, how to bring that back through.
Mm. Okay, beautiful question. And when it is talking about intuition, it is very much a connection, but don't be alarmed, you have not lost it. For connection is never lost. It is just in tuned. You have to tune into it. So maybe the frequencies have just changed for you to be able to access that intuition, but really understanding intuition can come in many different forms. So it is maybe just the way you are perceiving this intuition here. Can we get a little bit more information from yourself so that we can delve into this a little further?
Yeah, so what I used to do is I used to be able to really tune in to myself and my body as well as my external sort of team. And I would be able to ask questions and somewhat get a sign or response back. Whereas I feel like that's not coming through at the moment. So I don't know if I'm blocked or
Mm,
if I need to just tap into that more than what I have been.
okay. Okay. Your guides are coming through here, Gerald. And we also love this. So it is not that they are not whispering to you, but it is on the belief that you believe that you are blocked, which is causing this little bit of restriction. And the flow here is very much prevalent and is still connected there. So please do not feel like you have lost anything. It is just tuning into a different frequency for a little while you can, again, for your half, re-establish the connections that you think are lost, which they aren't. But in this sense, it is just tuning into a different wavelength, and you can do this frequency change within the intention. So please just adjust your frequency and be open to receiving that guidance, receiving the messages, receiving the connections back through for the expansiveness that is there is very you are very much utilized in that sense. You are very adept at that intuition. It is just changed to a little slightly to a little different frequency. It's like you've nudged sideways a little bit, so please allow yourself to step sideways and perceive it in a different way. Does that help?
Yeah, that does that really does. Thank you.
No problem. Would you like a little bit of help with that connection now? We can channel a little bit of frequency waves to you.
Yes, please.
Ya sia no sia siamna susita na hasia susi sa atama za kusta. Usi sania sia tuna sia tania satania tuna. Ha, and all is sent and welcomed. Thank you. And
Thank you.
that would have helped to tune anybody else listening as well if they have nudged over slightly to from where they once were. So it is not just the individual gift; it is the gift for many.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I wanted to also ask if it's okay. I basically have what I, how can I word this? Mountains, like physical mountains, show up for me a lot in different symbolisms, whether that's dreams or what people say to me or the urge to want to hike, things like that. Um, are mountains symbolic to me with my journey, but not in the sense of um, actually climbing a mountain, more the symbolic nature of getting to the top of a mountain as such. That's what always seems to come back to me in my journey is getting to the top of a mountain and then helping other people up a mountain. And I just feel that that's being really pulled into me at the moment. So I just wanted to understand if there was a connection there between my journey and the symbolic mountain.
Yes. When things keep on repeating and showing up to you, this is very much a symbolic connection. It is very much a guidance. This is very much being presented many times over to for you to be able to receive that guidance. So, just out of curiosity, from Erin's perspective, have you ever hiked a mountain?
No,
And have you
no.
no? And have you ever took the steps that are being delivered there, because maybe there is a calling there for you to go up a mountain and see the views from a different level, see the world from a different level. Maybe this is a calling to step a little bit out of the comfort zone of here and go and see what a different level and different perspective is offering you. And but in this sense, the mountain, the symbolic of the mountain, it is a journey up the mountain. It is the steps that are taken up the mountain where you are guiding yourself, where you are maybe guiding others to reach that high perspective, reach that top of the mountain, reach that goal, whatever that may be. And it is a beautiful way of I can't say that word, viewing, seeing the journey.
Perfect. Thank you. That gives me a lot of clarity. Thank you. Um, and then I was also just thinking on sort of where I am on my journey. And I'm a very good visualizer. I must admit, I'm very attuned to be able to visualize and tap into that. And I can visualize that higher timeline, that higher self, which is brilliant. But I do find back in this reality that I struggle with energetically meeting that point, and then having that continuous commitment, even though I can see it and I know that that's being brought through for a reason. There seems, and I guess maybe this is where that intuition comes into it again. It's like the feeling like there's that disconnect of actually being able to pull that through. Um, so I just was wondering if I am walking on that right path, and is the disconnect something that I need to tap into and work on, or is the path, is the disconnect coming because I'm not on the right path that my team wants me on?
Beautiful. So you are always on the right path, whatever path it is that you are on. You are always taking and presenting yourself in the right place at the right time. So maybe it is a time of rest period for yourself, just to maybe gain a bit of clarity as to where you are standing. But again, it is not to say that you are on the wrong path, because what is the right path? And this is the journey of two, isn't it? This is where you have to try on different scenarios to be able to see which one fits better and which one flows smoother and which one gains you that excitement and a little bit more movement than the other. And although it is not for us to say where you are in this journey, we can present the information this way for you to be able to acknowledge and guide yourself in that sense. So many different lines, and many when you are speaking with the higher self, just remember you are the higher self. It is a streamlined connection, so it is always there, present within you. So it is not a disconnect. Again, it is that maybe just be a belief of yourself that you might need to address, but the higher self is always communicating with you in different ways, and viewing yourself as your higher self, you can maybe see what your higher self is wearing and take the steps to deliver that energy through into your persona, your image, or see what the higher self is wanting to do. Maybe a little bit of dancing, maybe a little bit of movement, freedom, and then doing the steps. It's not necessarily taking that massive leap, but it is the little steps that you are going to do to be able to help you bring up that higher energy through into the embodiment of yourself. Does this make sense?
It does, thank you.
Okay, so in that sense, the journey of introducing your higher self as yourself is a beautiful journey where there is no wrong footing, there is no wrong steps. It is just a journey of learning and growing through what feels right. And remember, you are always attracting what is meant for you. So when you send and revealed yourself as this magnet, you will always attract what is meant for you. So the blocks which might appear um, in that journey, so to say, are the blocks of from you blocking the receiving energy. So again, when you view it like this, you can view a path running off into the distance, maybe up that mountain, and see what blocks are coming up there for you in the road junction, and just removing them out of the way as they arrive energetically.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And in terms of tapping in and working on clearing those blockages, I meditate, but is there any more techniques or any more deeper meditations as such that I should be doing or could be doing, or anything outside of meditation to build up that connection and help remove those blocks?
Yes, of course. So meditation and visualizing is very good way. Obviously, when you go into a meditation, your energetic connections expand and therefore bring in higher connections and energies, which is a relaying of information. So it is the quantum realm. So it's where you can create out of instantaneous ideas and information and bring that through. It is when you get into the physical where you need to make the actions necessary from the what you view to start moving in that direction. So although you can sit and wait and be in the metaphysical for many decades, so to say, but if you do not make the actions which are in correspondence to the information that you get, you might feel sticky stuck. So removing the blockages as they appear, you can really tune in and feel into your body with that intuition, because it is there what feels energetically enhancing to you, or what feels a little bit draining. And if it feels a little bit draining, you can break the cords, you can move away from that energy. And that is just that separation, that it is imagining yourself separating from that energy. And obviously if you want to explore it a little bit further to see what the root cause is, you can explore that, but it is separating from that energy so you can make space to bring in the new energies of the higher path, so to say. Yes, you
Thank
asked,
you.
didn't you? Erin's just butting in. Is there any more ways of doing that, attuning yourself to that? So yes, it is doing the plausible actions which will help you remove the blocks, stretch the comfort zones, step into they're using me now, so they're stepping into something which you are not necessarily comfortable with, but is a little bit nagging at you. For Erin, it is wearing dresses, so she has ordered herself 3 dresses, which is wonderful news. So stepping into that space where you can just expand that little bubble a little bit more, so that you can then push the boundaries and then break the walls, the template, and turn it into mesh so it can be malleable. Yes.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that. And then the last question which I guess is a broad topic, and I would appreciate any sort of insight into, is as spiritual people, obviously having that connection. Sometimes I feel, in the terms of money and wealth, that there is a disconnect between spirituality and wealth, and it being okay to want more wealth. Um, is that one of my blocks? Is that something that is holding this thought that I have conducted in my own head? Um, because I know spiritual people can be wealthy, but for me, I'm feeling um like a disconnect there, that maybe I shouldn't be wanting that wealthier luxury lifestyle because I'm spiritual, or is it more that I need to lean into it and actually accept that that's okay?
Hmm. Yes, this is a common issue between spirituality and the receiving of money. So it's not just you who is being affected by this in itself. Why should you not make money in your terms, in your realms? Why should you not make money? Why should you not have that luxury? Why should you not, you know, use your gifts as that pay point? It is gifted to you for a reason, and just because it has the label spirituality doesn't mean that it should be free. Yes, sorry, we giggle at this because you all should know the wealth that is held within each and every one of you, and it is upon understanding that yes, in your world, money is an influencer. You have to, in your sense, hand over the money to gain something back. So why should you be gifting stuff out when you're not getting anything back?
No, complete
So
no. Do you know
yes,
what that's?
yes,
Yeah,
the common belief here is misconception, and
yeah,
the real reality here is you are the wealth magnet, you are attracting abundance, and again it is those blocks in this sense that puts that barrier to maybe not let the flow come as easily as it should do to every single one of you.
yeah. No, thank you.
You're welcome. That is a very, very prevalent question which many will be asking. Yes, we do understand this. Yes.
No, that's perfect. And then just finally, I know I just said the last one was the final question, but I've just thought of this as we was speaking. Um, I've always felt really called to help others, and I've struggled with that path of how to help people. Um, and I've been asking for that sort of clarification on how to do that, and I'm still waiting for the full clarification to come through. Is this something that I need to just keep asking on and waiting on?
Hmm. So this is something you very much need to lean back into and allow. Um, when you keep on asking and asking and asking, sometimes the messages and are there, but it's just not being received or perceived in the way that they are being sent. Um, yes. So with this, it is leaning back and allowing, because just by being yourself you are being the bridge to helping people, and in that sense, when you are doing what you enjoy and what you are finding lifting yourself, what you find that is lifting yourself will be your gifts. What do you find easy? What do you find like fulfilling? What do you find passionate? And in this sense, when you lean into those energies and start playing, bringing those playful energies in, those laughter energies, this is definitely the way forwards and the way that you can help people. It is just widening that sense of um, blinkers, taking the blinkers off and just maybe perceiving things in a different way or calling things in a different way to help you establish the timeline in which you wish to leap to.
That's perfect. Thank you. You said a few words there that have been floating around in my brain for a while, so that was a really nice.
And could you just tell us which ones those were?
Yeah, of course, it was passion and fulfillment.
Ah,
So that was in even in the sense that I typed those words up yesterday with something that I was doing. So that was a really nice sort of clarification for me in terms of what I was doing yesterday, which is trying to move me forward to receiving the answers. So I feel like actually I almost did just receive an answer there. So that's really helpful. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful, great. Is there anything else that you want to connect into today? Anything else that has popped up whilst during our conversation?
I guess the only other thing with feeling sort of stagnant is I am someone that likes to move around a lot. I like to try new things and in all aspects of my life because I believe whilst we're on this reality in terms of Earth, we're only here once in this physical form. So I like to move around a lot. I like to be quite free to roam, I guess. Um, but where I'm feeling a little bit stagnant, and there is topic of relocation, um, should I really lean into that, the relocation? As I'm not obviously asking you to tell me to move, but as in, am I feeling a little bit stagnant because I'm meant to be moving elsewhere, if that makes sense?
Yes, we do understand, and of course we will not tell you that you are meant to be into book two. Of course, it is not for us to do. But if you are feeling stagnant, there are many ways to maybe dip your toe in the water. Maybe if you are feeling called to move, go and visit this as a holiday destination to see whether the vibrations are fitting you a little
Yeah,
bit better. And there are many ways to explore when you are thinking of transitioning to a different acclimatization. But if you are definitely feeling the calling, it is there for a reason. Whether it is to just reassess your where you are, your stature, or whether to yes venture out and maybe go on a journey where you end up.
yeah,
Um, these when you feel into your body, you know deep down where and if the transition is, and if you don't, it is for again doing the steps to try to see what fits better. It is that journey of it is in the journey where you will
yeah.
get your answers. Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for that.
You are welcome. If we are concluded, we will just say a few words, please.
Of course.
Hmm. Yes, we have just swapped channels over just to relay this message basically of the purity of self. So you are you are the vessels of love, you are the vessels of light, you are the vessels of transmutation, where you take these negative stagnant energies and beautifully are gifted the ways to be able to release those. Your body is this miraculous vessel which is full of emotions, and when you lean into these different types of emotions, you begin to understand how absolutely exceptional you are at being able to deliver yourself and move yourself through. It is very much through this sense of self, of the belonging, where you really understand that you belong here at this time. You are not meant to be anywhere else. You are here. Yes, you do have many other connections in many different realms at the same time, but you are here for a reason. And whether you are going through a tough time or you are expanding into the sense of wholeness and beautifulness of which everyone is, we are just here to say that we are here supporting in the outer realms to be able to help bring all this lovely elevated atmospherics to you in this consciousness ascension.
Thank you.
Hmm. Okay, we will disconnect now and let Erin come through.
Thank you.
Okay, this is taking a few seconds to open my eyes. They just want to stay shut. Whew. There we go. And she's back in the room, guys.
Welcome back.
Hi, how did you find that?
Yeah, that was really there's a lot of clarifications there that I needed. So that was really good. And I feel I can never remember if I know that obviously they come through you, but are you aware? I can never remember. Are you aware of what's like? Can you hear it as well?
So the way I connect, it's I sort of step out of the driver's seat and sit in the passenger seat, and
Okay.
I call in the containers,
Yeah.
the for groups to be able to gather together and then deliver
Yeah.
one stream of information. So
Yeah.
it might not be that I'm connecting to one being or one consciousness per
Yeah.
se. I could have like 15 in a container up there, just muddling everything together to bring you,
Coming through. Yeah.
yeah, to bring you the best answers that are there for you at that time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's
No,
beautiful
it's
way to be.
incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And I do feel strangely as if mine are back with me. So that was brilliant. Thank you.
No, you are more than welcome. So, guys, thank you very much for listening in today. I'll drop my links below for you to be able to come and find me. And yeah, till next time, keep raising awareness and raising your consciousness, guys.